let's talk about
the Ralphie shit. Y'all niggas messy today. I like it.
I mean, we could talk about the Ralphie shit.
I mean, we started it out by grilling T-Rell about his funk.
Well, yeah, before we get into it, we should just go all the way into messy shit, because I really want to know why people, think you the devil.
Because he is.
That shit sounded like some devil shit.
It was crazy that people were sending me that shit, and I was like,
they mad at me now.
And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And I was like,
oh,
why? Because you fuck with the devil?
They think I'm the devil now. They was like, AD's ignoring the signs. I talked about every single thing. It's like, he didn't talk about the tattoos. He's one of them. I was like, come on, man.
Clear him up.
What is the specific accusation that I'm being hit with here?
Well, they told me at first, the whole way it started, they was like, your dad was a Fed. And I was like, well, send me the video.
My dad was not a Fed. My dad was actually in prison.
His dad served fentanyl.
For a year. No, he did not. He was convicted of, he took a plea bargain for a mail fraud charge. Basically, he worked at a construction company near where I grew up. And at one point, he was also an alderman for the city of Nashua. And he was accused of basically using his position as an alderman to get a job for the construction company of which he worked. And that, basically, they were trying to get his boss. My dad kept his mouth shut, and he ended up having to do a year.
So when in that time did your dad become a Mason?
That is not a thing. I never even knew what that was until people started saying it when I got older.
I know you.
I don't even really know that much about it. It's like some kind of secretive society that...
What are you, an atheist?
Yeah.
Wait, so what's a Mason? That's a Bill Clinton shit?
Okay, and just for for people who are trying to figure this out, Bill Clinton, my dad worked on his campaign in, I believe, 1992 when he was in the Democratic primary in New Hampshire.
Did you meet Monica Lewinsky?
I did not. That would have been great. But that was kind of awkward for our family when that all came out, because it was like, oh shit, that guy, Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
She sucked Bill Clinton. She sucked Bill Clinton's dick in the Oval Office.
They tried to,
and it was a national scandal. They tried to impeach him because of it.
So how they find out
so basically, they saying that he got his pardon because he's one of the hierarchy.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
My dad got pardoned basically because of the fact that he had served helping volunteer on Bill Clinton's campaign early in his career. So then when Bill Clinton left office, it's traditional that every president pardons some number of people.
Kind of like Trump just did with Kodak.
Exactly. Trump with Kodak and like a bunch of other people.
Wayne and all
Trump took it to the next level because Trump pardoned people midway through his sentence, which is something that somebody like Bill Clinton probably never even thought about. They would just do it on the way out. You get a little wave of bad publicity because you just let a bunch of buddies off the hook. And it wasn't even like my dad got out of prison because of Bill Clinton. He just got his record cleared, so it was basically like, he could vote again and stuff. He wasn't considered a felon anymore.
So how does that work? Does your dad hit up Bill Clinton like, hey, can you pardon me, or what the fuck?
No, he worked on his campaign.
No, I know that, but how does Bill Clinton, being the president he is, how does he know that some guy that worked on his campaign a couple years back?
I mean, my dad
is he the devil?
My dad was like a pretty low-level political figure in the Democratic world, but also his brother worked like more directly kind of under Bill Clinton on some fucking like bureaucratic shit that is not even worth it.
So his brother was a Mason?
No.
So who the fuck is a Mason? Because this
I don't know anything about all that shit.
42nd degree Mason, you're the highest Mason out here. You know what I'm saying? You're spreading the evil, and you have these 666 shirts on and spreading this devil satanic shit. Explain that 666 shit.
If you would like to understand my religious beliefs, I'm an atheist. You could just Google it, or I could just explain it as
you believe the porn God.
But
I don't believe in God.
Being atheist, mean you have to be like satanic?
No,
bro, he doesn't believe that.
Explain the 666.
In order to be satanic, you would have to believe in God. You'd have to, believe in the whole thing that's going on in the Bible or whatever. But I mean, there are people who call them Satanists. If you watch like that recent Channel 5 video, like Satanism,
that was crazy.
It's this thing that this guy Anton LaVey invented back in like the 60s or 70s or some shit, and it's basically just like a hedonistic community of people that are just real into fucking and shit. But I've never been affiliated with that.
Adam doesn't believe in bad or good.
That's not true.
No.
I believe that you can ascertain what's good and bad without God.
Believes in sex.
I don't need God.
No, you believe in something because explain that tattoo. That's the last thing.
The upside down cross?
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
To me, the upside down cross is simply symbolic of the fact that I'm an atheist and I don't fuck with Christianity. The fact that I got this fucking devil symbol on my hand, I wish I could tell you that I put more thought into it, but I pretty much went to a tattoo
I'm
convention.
starting to think that you is a devil.
I got blasted real quick. It has about
I
as
don't give a
much.
fuck. He paid me.
It has about as much importance as the dog
I got
with the
some holy
helmet
water
on my
right
other
here.
hand.
Let's see. Holy water.
So you
Pause.
went to the tattoo shop, and out of all the shit you could get,
Convention, not a shop.
the convention, you said, you know what? Give me the.
I like
Where the clip is
dark
there?
imagery. Same reason why I always kind of fuck with metal and stuff. I'm just kind of into the
thought you about to
imagery
say
of
dark
it.
people.
So
You
in
about to
terms of
fuck you up.
the upside down cross, please forgive my autistic friend here. In terms of the upside down cross or anything like that, it's just I'm attracted to that imagery.
So you do believe in something?
No, not
Him
really.
and Josh,
Bro,
they say it
he-
all the time. We asked them.
Bro, he's a fan of the whole
They believe
dark
in the
shit.
Big Bang.
So upside down crosses really mean that you really believe that you're an atheist. So Uzi, what's his name?
Playboy Cardi.
I don't know
All
about
these
their
young,
religious
all
beliefs.
these young kids that do that. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta ask Baba Lamb about that. I don't know what they believe in.
You know, I mean, but you follow the culture. I mean, you're tapped in.
But I would say, regardless of if Uzi would consider himself an atheist or not, to me, most of the stuff that he gets a bad rap for in terms of like, oh, look, he's with the devil or whatever, is basically fashion shit. Like, he likes wearing fucking, I don't know, does he wear upside down crosses and pentagrams or shit like that? Like, I would say it's mostly an aesthetic thing, which, in terms of the tattoos, that's how, I don't believe in the devil, but I have a fucking symbol that a lot of people would associate with the devil on my hand.
So if you don't believe in devil, you're not a Mason. You don't know what the fuck that is. You just went and just popped up at a tattoo convention, got the devil on your hand. You don't know what the fuck. The upside down
Bro,
cross.
he used to listen to Ain't No
It's-
Cunt. He
it's
was,
crazy.
The thing
he was
that-
going against his parents and everybody.
The thing that I think is crazy is that people are like, this explains how he was able to rise into such a role in hip hop, where my entire fucking rise has been documented on the internet very, very well. You can go on YouTube and watch YouTube videos
Yeah,
of
he-
me
he was jumping
as
over
a
bums,
low,
right?
yeah, as a low level BMX rider doing this shit for all these years, and then somehow managing to transform it into this. It's all pretty
Well, let me ask you
transparent.
this: is your parents Christians?
They were when I was young, but to be honest, I have not heard my parents mention Jesus or God in like 20 years. So
But you used to go to church when you was like younger.
they made me get confirmed as a youngin.
So, what, Josh? Why did you? Where you go? Josh has followed you, whatever religion you went to.
I think we both independently came upon atheism. Probably it's
That's a New Hampshire thing.
pretty popular, honestly.
That shit is big as fuck, bro. I went to Brentwood, my fucking Magna Elementary School. There's a big ass atheist church right next to it.
So it's
Atheist
a-
church,
atheist
really?
It's an
church.
atheist church, bro.
Wow, I didn't even know about that.
Swear to God.
Scientology.
In Brentwood. No, Scientology is on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's
Is it-
cool.
Is it Hollywood or Sunset?
Maybe I'll go tap in.
You think you?
No, that
you
Scientology
think
shit
you
weird.
No, not with them, with the atheist church.
Oh. Yeah, that shit in Brentwood.
I don't
fuck
fuck
y'all
with
gonna do?
Scientology.
That's why when he in hell, he gonna be getting hit from the back. I told you about the demons.
Damn.
They gonna be
So-
dogging
Crack an
your
egg
ass.
on my head.
So
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you do like in instance for this incident that happened with the young kids? Like, what would you do? You know, what I'm saying if
Story.
you got put in that predicament with your child, like who do you pray to?
Nobody. I'm not gonna pray. I'm gonna be upset, but I ain't gonna pray.
So what do you think happens after that? You just be upset, drop a tear, and your life just say fuck it, goes on.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be ready to get back to work the next day, but I don't need a God to lean on.
Where do you think you go when you die?
I don't know. I've never died. Didn't I already use this bar on you?
Whoa, porn heaven.
What's going on?
Porn heaven.
He going to porn heaven. He
I'm
gonna
ready.
get the fuck all day.
It's a pretty nice heaven.
All right,
No, I don't know.
change the subject. I love God. Fuck Adam, and
Yeah, thank you.
let's go somewhere
But I
else
think
with
the
this
important
shit.
thing to mention,
this nigga
though,
lost his damn
is
mind.
that